STEM is incredibly important for our rising generation because it provides relevant and real-world exposure to important math, science, technology, and engineering concepts, while also preparing kids for the future needs of our society. Science and technology are constantly evolving, and students with STEM education will have a real opportunity to make a difference.
Hello ma'am, I am Ronnie G. Placero, a member of this group. Today we are tasked to make an interview to a person who has a STEM related job. So we choose Engineer Elmer Martir Limpiado, a Municipal Engineer of Sorala. So this is our whole interview.
Hi sir, good afternoon. We are here to ask you some questions. What is your position in the organization?
Presently, I am designated as Engineer 2 at the Municipal Engineering of Sorala.
Wow, you're an engineer, sir. So,
Yes.
what are the duties involved in your job, sir?
Presently, with the description as Engineer 2, I'm going to plan, design projects, prepare detailed engineering designs, program of works, inspections, and some other related jobs related to the engineering works of the municipality.
So, what are the most enjoyable aspects of your job, sir?
Anyway, every aspect of our work is enjoyable, from inspections, from preparations. You have to interact some other people, supervisions of work. That is the most enjoyable and the most fulfilling part of the job is having seen that your project is beneficial to the community of Sorala.
What are the challenges you face in your job?
Usually the challenges we encounter during the implementations of our project is the acceptance and the resistance of the community involving in the project. In the municipal as a whole, the challenge is that we don't have enough money to finance the projects which we are supposed to have. Another thing is in the budget constraint that our municipality is handling with respect to the proposed infrastructure project of the municipality.
And how do you think this job will change over the next decade?
I guess this is as they say, I'm sorry to tell that, engineering builds lives.
Wow.
So in the next future generations, we're trying to make Sorala as the most effective municipality of the Upper Valley, having a very nice infrastructure program, structures. Presently, we're dealing with the what do we call that, municipal infrastructure development, which we are going to plan all the buildings and other infrastructures that we are going to erect with respect to the population area and the barangays involving the operations of the municipality. And also, we are trying to connect all roads in the municipality that will be accessible to all the community.
And what is the salary range of people working this kind of job?
As an engineer, we are going to have a different level of salary. What do we call that? We are going to have a different salary grade from entry salary grade level up to the maximum. If we are going to have to start with an engineer 1, which is the first entry of engineering work as per license per se, because we have also employed a non-licensed, meaning they're underboards, but they're still working in engineering as engineering assistant, but they're in the lower positions. We call it a first level professional. But if we are going to start it with the second level, which is engineer 1 to engineer 4 to municipal engineer, the salary will range from how much is that? 12,000 pesos monthly to 100,000 pesos monthly. Meaning, engineer 1, I don't get the exact amount, but we have that in the salary grade range as per Department of Budget and Management Office, salary grade 12, I guess. And then, which has a salary of 26, I don't know yet. We have to verify. You have to verify that with you. And our municipal engineer, presently, she is earning in as much as 80 to 90,000 per month salary. But there is series of what we call now an adjustment of salary every year. And hopefully they will reach in as much as 100,000.
Sir, my question is all about the organization. What is the name of organization where you work?
We called our office as the Municipal Engineer and Building Official Office of the Local Government Unit of Sorala, and we have 3 divisions presently. We have Planning and Design, we have Building Office, we have Construction and Management. Presently, I am in construction and maintenance section of the office of the municipality.
And how many people are employed by the organization?
Presently, we have 15 all in all, including the administrative staff, the planning, and the constructions. We are not counting the external, because if we are going to count all our laborers and aid skill, we are more than 100. But these people, workers, are project-based, meaning they're going to work if we have project. But the regular manpower working in the office, in the operation of the office, I guess we are 15. We are 15 all in all, there are different sections.
By the way, sir, why did you choose this job or the pathway to your current job?
By God's grace, He put me in these positions, and I enjoy it. That is the position, that is the, what we call that, the career that God has given to me to go through. Maybe I will be more productive on this aspect. So I embrace the legacy of being an engineer.
So what advice would you give to the students choosing their school subject now, sir?
Actually, as I always said to my student before, the important thing to do is you have to study disregarding of whatever you want to be. Because nobody knows what will be in the future. So face all the challenges, face all the, what do we call that, the thing that has given to you. Don't say, I don't know that. Always say yes for the opportunity that has given to you. Maybe you said this is not for me, but that is an opportunity. We do not know our future, where we are going to be. Maybe you are studying to become a teacher, but yet you will not become in the future.
Sir, I have a follow-up question about the organization. Why did you choose to work this organization?
Actually, this is my concept. I don't know what the other people will have. Unfortunately, you just asked me. Actually, I have no, what we call that, intention to work here at the municipality of Sorala, Local Government Unit. For some 15 years ago, I was somewhere out there going around the world, working outside, and I enjoyed much that with what we call that, it's compensated work outside rather than in the Philippines. I earn a lot, I enjoy a lot there, only that sometimes, you know, when you go outside and you go somewhere, you will also sacrifice some of the things, especially your families, your friends, like, families there, but it's very good to stay with families. That is one of the sacrifices. So I have the intention actually to land it here. But the simple answer I could have is, I was very frustrated to see Filipinos in the Philippines having an infrastructure project of a very low standard, where in fact in some other places, in some other countries, Filipinos are the best builder. Why can't we do that here in the Philippines? There are reasons behind. So maybe I could say to myself, it's time for me to pay back what I have for our country.
Okay, sir, I have 2 last questions, sir, for advice. So, what advice would you give to students who wants to follow the same career as you?
Okay, if you have really an intentions to become an engineer, that will be your intentions or your purpose in life to become an engineer. Actually, engineer earn much if you have a license. Okay, that's the only thing. Study, not so hard. Not so hard. You will get over that. I advise you. After all, when you all graduated, even you get flat 1 grade, you graduated summa cum laude whatsoever. Afterward, when you get the same license, you work the same thing. Nobody will say, oh, this is the license of a summa cum laude. No, nobody said that. You have the same license, only that you know your work.
Yes.
And you have to enjoy with that.
Yes.
You know, these very intelligent people that are so much thinking about pressures like that,
Yes.
they forget that they have a love life behind. They always have their love life behind because they're focused on study. Why not, if you have to enjoy while studying, but focus on study? Do not set aside the study and enjoy love life. You can do it in a balanced conditions.
So, sir, I have a last question, sir. What general career advice would you give to a student, sir?
Career, the general career. Whatever you think of your mind, you can have. As long as you will, what you focus on that, you can have as long as you want.
Yes.
The point is, you are happy for that. If you are happy what you are doing, you will, what do we call that? You will thrive. You will improve. You will become rich in as much. You just have to go through what path of career you want to. Because some, or most of the times, we are not on the place we wish to be.
Yes.
Alright? We have a lot of things to wish for our life, but we are not there. We always go. Sometimes, like me, I will give to you what do you call that, an example. I have done so many master's degree. I have done in public administration, I have masters in engineering, I have some environmental. But these things of mine, I just indulge it because I like it.
Yes.
And I was not thinking, I was not thinking before, I'm not thinking that it could, that I could be used that in the future. Probably I can use that. But oftentimes, because I love doing that, I love going to school in a master's, I can use it on my work.
Yes.
Even related or not related, as long as there is an opportunity that will come to, then I can use that. That is the only thing. Ang importante lang naman is, you have always your, kumbaga sa atin, kung sa atin ng mga niharambalanon, may ara kagit mo iya sa mga panagang permanente sa ipon. Nga ready, ikaw kung sa dili ko mag-irang at ato. So, you can get that as long as you are still young. You are still young, do not limit yourself into this particular. If you have all the opportunities to get this, go through. But do not do it in a way that you are going to get it all together. Kung sa aton pangahapan mo na tanan. Take one at a time.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. Merienda, sir?
Question. That's all.
That's our last question.
Good morning. I am Janela Therese M. Navarro, and this is my reflection. During an interview with Engineer Elmer Martir Limpiado at his office, I was so attentive and amazed by his answers. STEM careers are both interesting and crucial. They were effective in making it happen as they were experts in enhancing people's needs and the environment. Engineer Limpiado explained to us that their job is to build a future, produce something much more significant, and build establishment because they are the ones in charge. It also shows how critical thinking should focus in the field to ensure that the action they conduct are safe and effective. I was really inspired by Engineer Limpiado as he explained the job of being an engineer and his experiences being in that position and in the field as he constructed and gave valuable contributions to the municipality's progress. Someday, I hope to be able to build or share something that will help my fellow Sorolianos live better lives and make the community safer and more productive. The most interesting thing I learned from Engineer Limpiado is that when choosing a career, you should do what you want as long as you're happy. Choosing the path and doing what makes you happy makes you strive more and to improve and to be successful. Keep going, keep going in life even if you still do not see the result of what you are doing because in the end everything will be paid off. Just be still and keep going and you will see the result of your hard work. If there's an opportunity, It is better to try and fail than fail to try. That's all. Thank you.
I am April Onable, a second-year student taking BTVET, Bachelor of Technical Vocational Education course at Holy Child Central Colleges. My reflection during our interview with Engineer Elmer Martel Limpiado in the Municipal Engineering Office of Surala, he was formerly a teacher and administrator at Muloy National High School. Now, working as an engineer for over 3 years in the industry. Also had a major contribution in making a new site in Surala, the Musical Fountain. The salary range received by this type of work is around 20,000 to 100,000 a month, depending on whether you are a licensed regular or irregular employee. Engineer Limpiado also gave advice to the students that if you want to take a career similar to his, you need to study science as well as mathematics. Therefore, he also stated, no matter what path you take, always remember to be happy to fulfill your dreams. Choose what career you want and take the opportunities that you know will benefit you for a better future.
I am Melvin G. Sumalinog, a second-year student BTVET course at Holy Child Central Colleges. My reflection during our interview by Engineer Elmer Martel Limpiado. Yes, I discovered many things about his career job of Engineer Elmer Martel Limpiado. A civil engineer in his position in the organization is Engineer 2 in the local government of Surala. His monthly salary was raised 50k to 100k a month. I describe him as a very competent person in many aspects. And now he was assigned in the structural design in the municipality of Surala. As an engineer, it is important to be prepared to face challenging aspects in the real world. I inspired the most by Engineer Elmer Martel Limpiado, the way he communicates with us and giving an advice for our future career. He is very confident and professional in giving us answers to our inquiries. The most interesting I've learned in giving advice in choosing our school subject. He always said of his student before, the important thing is to do is you have to study regarding whatever you want to be, because nobody knows in the future and you will be prepared to face all the challenges. And that's all.
Hi, I'm Jessa Malala and I am here to give some reflection about our interview. Our interviewee was Mr. Elmer Martel Limpiado and he was a civil engineer. Engineer Elmer Limpiado tell us about his work and he was able to explain to us his experiences and what really an engineer is. Engineers focus on buildings, roads, and some projects. Engineers was responsible for the safety of everybody on that building. I also realized that being an engineer is not an easy job. You need to have a passion in this and make sure you enjoy this job. Our interviewee also explained to us that there are different range of salary based on their positions. Then, he also gives us an advice when it comes to choosing a career in the future.
Hello, I am Ranamark G. Placero, member of this group. So, my reflection for this interview is that this STEM-related job has become a great part of our society since before. So, this STEM-related job has become a great impact to our building nation because these jobs can dictate what our future may be, especially in engineering. Through engineering, all of our infrastructure will get improved by these activities more in the future. Another is that especially in science. So science also make technologies for the improvement of life. So through this integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in a job, they can have an effective way on how to improve lives in the future to make a better living, and also give the life more an interesting way of living the life to its fullest. And also it has a great impact in our economy, especially in engineering. So this engineering became the great part in our building of infrastructure, which became a part of economic growth. So overall, my these are my reflections coming from this interview, and that's all.
So, hello everyone. Hi, ma'am. I am Kyle Justine S. Pacheco, and this is my reflection. When we are conducting research, I get excited because I know that the person we will meet is an engineer, a highly qualified individual who is driving force behind the incredible fountain here in Surala. I am very blessed and motivated by how he spoke to us, how he answered our questions honestly, and how he even gave us recommendation on which option to pursue. And the most intriguing thing that I've learned from the person we interviewed is that we need to be aware of our surroundings and make a sensible decisions. I was especially shocked when he told us that each level in the engineering department has a different range salary. That's all.
Engineering builds life. That's what Engineer Elmer Martir Limpiado said, a designated as Engineer 2 at Municipality of Sarala. The most inspiring thing that I find out during interview is when Engineer Elmer said, in the next future generation, engineers will try to make the municipality of Sarala the most effective of the Upper Valley, having a very nice infrastructure program, upgrade roads, and making the road of municipality of Sarala concreted. That will change eventually the life of the people in the municipality. The commitment of Engineer Elmer to his work inspired me. He indicates that the fear of suffering will disappear if you see that your work has been beneficial. The most interesting thing that I've learned from Engineer Elmer is to love your job. Everything will be easy if you love what you do. Thank you.
Once again, my name is Victor Ruiz from Holy Child General Colleges, at ako at ang kagrupo ko ay nag-interview kay Engineer Elmer Limpiado. He is a good man with a good heart. Marami talaga kami nakuhang lessons sa kanya, sa mga opinion niya. At isa doon, kung sinabi niya na kahit di tayo nakakuha ng valedictorian award or highest award galing sa school or pasado lahat ng grado natin, walang line of 75 pababa, okay na 75 pataas. Siguro na pero much better yung 80 pataas ng ganon, na kahit di pa tayo nakakuha ng highest award, ng tayong lahat ng estudyante na nakapasa, may award man o wala, highest award man o wala, someday pareho din tayong kukuha ng licensure examination para tayong mag-exam doon, at kung mapasa natin doon, pareho din tayong merong license for teacher. So yun lang po ang aking ma-share for my reflection.
Throughout history, we have witnessed the evolution of technology, science, and mathematics, and these continue to these days. Those huge changes have an impact on everything in our life. Science, technology, and mathematics have already become an important element of our society and economy, improving our quality of life. In our discussion or in our interview with a professional engineer here in Surala, we got the conclusion that everyone has a goal in life. And no matter what occurs, the career we select must continue and correct. We cannot predict what will happen next, which is why we must choose our path correctly. However, if there are other opportunities, grab it. And so we must enjoy the jobs or the career that we must choose or that we choose. This is our conclusion in our group. And before to end this video, I am Kyle Justine Espacheco, one of the interviewer in this group. Thank you.